was this one spot, I forgot where, but they made bread, and you can smell the making of the bread, and I know that smell is just so fresh. Like I have to take you around that part if you still got the factory there, but you can smell the bread.
Well, I know like in some of the superstores they make bread.
You can smell the bread.
What's a superstore?
I don't know, see, but I get what you was trying to.
Grocery stores, yeah, they make bread. You can smell it.
Unless you just like donuts, like how we do.
That's the only thing I know that we make fresh.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's go.
Poland, and I've been living here for over a month now, and today I want to go over how it's different from America, how it's different from Chicago, New York, and other states, and some of the bad things here. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is safety. In Chicago, for example, when I was in law school, I would get out of class at like 9 or something like that. Sometimes I would just go at 7 to a grocery store, and if you get off the wrong street or you go somewhere not so safe, you get creepos following you. Literally, I'm like almost 7 feet tall, 6'1", and I would get people following me. Like, look at this nose, what are you after, right? Here, you can go out literally at 2 a.m. You can go back home walking. Everything is safe. You can go on the trams without worrying about stuff. It's just so much safer. Let's go to the second point.
I have a KFC around.
Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the weather. I was here in March and it wasn't that bad. And right now it's June. It's not that hot, right? In Chicago and New York and Michigan, you either have this super hot weather or super cold, to the point where you're like sweating, and if you go on the subway, oh my god, there's no air conditioning, you just become all sweat. I talked to some friends from Michigan right now, they're talking about heat waves. So the weather here is a bit better, still get the crappy winters though. Yeah, the weather is good and all that. Give me some bad points. This is where Mean Evan comes in. Tun tun tun, bro. What's going on in Poland? I barely see any ladies with babies. Like, what's going on? In Serbia, I used to see like so many girls with babies rolling around and stuff like that. But here, and they say it's like low birth rate there, and here it's like, what's going on? Mean Evan is like complaining. It's like, why aren't Polish men reproducing and stuff like that? Overall, I don't see that many girls with babies walking around. I don't know if it's a problem, but it's definitely noticeable in my...
Okay, so that would be different for us.
Yeah, where the moms at?
Yeah, because we are people who take our children everywhere. So it's like, if we would go to a place and we didn't see a lot of babies, we would kind of feel like, oh, our baby's gotta, be quiet, come over here, you can't run around, because we don't want to, intrude on other people's space. That would be a little...
So would it be difficult for a mom to find another mom so their children can hang out?
Right.
I mean, of course, we have schooling and everybody have children that's in school.
Somewhere.
But we're looking at strollers.
Right.
Strollers getting pushed around the street. Obviously, you can see in Poland they do a lot of walking around.
Right.
So, where are the stroller moms at?
Yeah, where y'all at?
Where y'all at?
Opinion. And I've been to other cities other than Krakow. I've been to Lublin, Warsaw, other places. Okay, so the next point, even Mean Evan has nothing bad to say about, which is the bread culture. Man, oh man. In the US, if you wake up and go to a bakery, you're considered to get fresh bread. You're considered like a kind of weirdo, not many people do it. But here, like, bread is such a big part of the culture. There are bakeries everywhere, and they take their bread so seriously. Right?
I like that.
And I'm a bread guy, and I'm so into the breads. I gotta say, they can't mess around with Moldova and Ukraine when it comes to bread, but they're still up there in the top freaking amazing bread. So
nah, I get what he's saying when he's saying the culture is bread out there for them. Because me, if I'm riding around and I see a bagel store, I ain't gonna look twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna just keep pushing. But for them, they looking for a bagel store what
Right.
has their type of bread that they really want. So
Yeah, I didn't like know, and this was so long ago, and I was so young. But the amount of dang it, what I'm trying to say, the different types of bread. I didn't realize there was so many, and even you know back in the day, working at Panera Bread so long ago, college days, working at Panera Bread, that was just a fraction of how many breads there are. So if I was excited over that, I know I'm gonna be excited over seeing bread there.
yeah. I think most of our breads are on the shelf though.
Yeah.
Like we have bread stores, like you know, you can come around.
But it's not a lot of different breads.
But it's not as
It's
much
just
varieties.
exactly the varieties. It's not that many.
Oh, just how
on the
many
shelf.
bread stores we got now? Like literally.
What bread store?
Gotta see if we have any. Like we have some,
A
but not as
bakery?
bakeries. There you go, a bakery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And not like a pastry bakery.
But what I can say, when I was in Louisiana, there was this one spot, I forgot where, but they made bread, and you can smell the making of the bread, and I know that smell is just so fresh. Like I have to take you around that part if they still got the factory there, but you can smell the bread.
Well, I know like in some of the superstores they make bread.
You can smell the
Superstores.
bread.
What's a superstore?
I don't know, see,
Markets.
but I get, I
Like
get what you was
the
trying to.
grocery stores, yeah.
Mhm,
They make
mhm.
bread. You can smell it.
Unless you just like donuts, like how we do.
That's
out
the only
here.
thing I know that we make fresh.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Right
where it's
out the-
like widespread.
Yeah.
overall, in America, not that many people focus on getting fresh bread. Here it's just crazy. Dude, in America, you meet some people that put their breads in the freezer, and it's just like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Putting
yeah,
bread
yeah.
in the freezer and then eating it? No way, dude. Now, this is a cool church that's
Not
active on
expecting to say
Sundays.
that.
Let's check it out real quick.
Bigger than that.
It does.
Okay, that door open.
It's crack.
Oh, it's not abandoned at all. It's beautiful.
Doesn't look dusty. It looks nice
Is it a
and.
church? Yeah,
Oh,
pews.
it's so quiet in there. He gotta say something. I can hear the echo. Man, he didn't say anything.
Dude, I love churches. They just make me
church.
feel
It was
so
nice
good
in there.
once you get inside of them. Anyways, the next one is for Mean Evan. And man, oh man, what's up with the Poles? They don't know how to fucking walk in crowded places. It's like, I used to tell Rosalia how in Lviv, people just would like get in front of you when you're walking in a crowd. They have no idea how to like, in New York and Chicago, man, when I lived there, people were like used to maneuvering, you know? It's like smooth sailing when you're walking in a crowd. Here, it's like somebody gets in front of you, somebody bumps into you,
Oh no.
they're walking, they don't do this thing, turn around,
Gotta do that thing.
turn a bit at a 45-degree angle to avoid the shoulder crash, you know?
Right.
It's just Polish people need to work on, this is from Mean Evan, they need to work on their crowded fluidity, avoiding people, bumping into people and stuff like that.
But that again,
This was like a
it's culture out there for them. They don't necessarily think twice about bumping into you when they're doing the bumping. You know what I'm saying? But in certain locations, if they did that to certain people that's not from out there, the individual would think they're trying to pickpocket me. You get what I'm saying? Because a bump is as simple as anything happening within them 2 seconds. You know?
Yeah, even just being in someone's space.
Yeah,
That
in
depends
so many
on the
ways.
culture too.
So many ways.
Yeah.
body chop thing. Go to the next one. Okay, the next one is about their food. Like, we have some amazing, amazing food in New York, Chicago, Michigan. Like, our pizzas are top notch. We got so much variety and stuff like that. But overall, the food here just tastes better. There are a lot of dishes that are spot on. But even when it comes to like fast food, for example, we have here, they have like kebab. This is what they do when they get high or drunk. They go to get kebabs. For us, it's like Taco Bell, right? So even that is like much better. So if you compare even fast food here versus fast food in America, like it's just, to me, it just tastes so much better here and it's healthier too. Like Taco Bell, if you compare it with a kebab, which is like mixed with vegetables, meat, stuff like that, versus Taco Bell, you have no idea what it is. So overall, in my opinion, food can be much better here, especially the pastries and sausages. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the people. People here have a much more chill vibe here, especially if you compare it to people in Chicago. Like people in, it's much easier for people to meet other people here. Like in New York, it was easy to meet people, yeah, but they left like in a month. Everybody was like coming in and out of New York. It was much easier. It was.
Okay, so of course you can only judge where your experiences are.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing in the background so far, this is not a crowded place. I don't even know where he is in Poland, but that's not a crowded place at all. So that's like not a good comparison to compare to New York.
It's more numbers.
Exactly. So I would say like anywhere, maybe Idaho, Montana. You know, compared to somewhere like that, it will have a better. You know, it's 50 states, 50 different experiences. So
Right.
Yeah.
It was easy to meet people, but it was hard to like maintain a relationship with them because they just left. In Chicago, it was almost impossible to meet people, but here, like, it's easy to meet people. They're just much more chill. In New York, they had that, oh, I gotta do stuff. I got no time vibe. Here, it's much less. Like even, and you know, New Yorkers were extremely friendly. Chicago, in California, they were like, you know, a lot of people were like fake friendly. Here, they're just like how a regular human should be, I think. Just like they're not gonna fake the friendliness, but they're also they're not gonna pretend that they like you if they don't like you. But overall, it's much easier to meet people. Like you can strike up a conversation with people much easier. So much more.
I want to mention that though, like when people being nice to you, they're not pretending that they like you. They have morals and principles that they operate in on a regular basis. Because they can say hey to a stranger, to a neighbor across the street that never says hey back. And every time they go outside to check their mail, they continuously say that in the gesture they're saying it in because that's just who they are. So don't get that confused when y'all meet somebody that's nice to you and they keep it pushing. And then you feel like, oh, he fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not fake. They're just good people to how they, y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not always that fake. What do they call it?
The smiling, maybe?
Yeah. I forgot.
The mask, like they call the mask or something?
Yeah. How we speak to people. Especially, y'all know, we're from the South, so we talk about our experiences a lot, and it does depend on how you were raised. There's a lot of people that we run into on a daily basis, not the same people, but people that we run into who don't speak, who don't say hello. It's all about who they are. You know, it's not always being fake.
Yeah.
Because we definitely ain't fake. So if we say hey.
Meaning it, right?
Vibe overall than most American cities. Okay, the last couple of points I want to go over really quickly. One is the expenses. Obviously, the rent prices are a little bit more now because of the whole war situation, but usually they're much lower than, especially in New York, where it's like $3,000 for a small apartment. Public transportation is much better, much cleaner. Way less creeps in the public transportation. I got so many weirdo stories in public transportation. People peeing, people coming up to me and doing weird stuff. Anyways, and just like overall, the cities are much cleaner. That's about it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe.
All right,
like 90%.
Yes, sir. Hey, make sure you guys go check the channel out. You feel me? So do that. Do that.
It was a good gist of the differences between the U.S. and Poland.
Yeah, he even threw California in there.
Yeah. But those are like, it just, I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like good cities to compare to. But of course, it's his experiences. So that was good to know what he has experienced.
I guess these are his culture shocks. Again, I feel like the crowds are massive compared to Poland.
Yeah.
So
and then he didn't really specify where at in Poland. So we can only go off what we hear.
Yeah, and people are really hard workers, man. I don't think it's just because they're trying to work to live. I think they're just naturally born hard workers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So friendships are a little hard to maintain when a person has a schedule set for their life.
Oh, you talking about here?
Yes.
Live to work.
Yes. What I said. Work to live. Live to work. Work to live. Y'all got me.
Yeah, so this was cool. We hope you guys enjoyed it with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.